Just like before part 1 of the worldwide celebration, I made a video showing what I wanted to see from the new Goku and the new cooler through some type of concept that I made up. And now, before part 2 drops, I wanted to show you what I really want to see for part 2, and I would love for you to let me know what you think. I spent some time designing these two LRs for part 2. Do you think they're too powerful? Do you think they're too good? What would you change? What would you add? What would you, all that type of stuff. I really want to hear your opinion, so please let me know. Let's just hop straight into this video. So I have the first extreme class Carnival exclusive right here, LR Cooler. I do think that Cooler will be the Carnival exclusive because Goku was a Carnival exclusive for part 1. And then I do think that the other LR is going to be some type of Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. I think that will be the Dokkanfest because part 1 was the extreme class Dokkanfest. So here's what I did for Cooler. He's the Carnival exclusive Tech Metal Cooler. I think Tech was definitely the way to go. Artificial life forms, category 3 key, 200% to all stats. So again, part 1 and part 2 may not have the same exact leader skills as part 1. But with these Carnival exclusives, I think it's going to be these 200% leader skills. And then I think the other Dokkanfest is still going to have a 200% leader skill as well. So we will see. All right. 12 and 18 key. I made this cooler stack defense. You'll see why in a second. And then for his 18 key, I gave him a 70% chance to crit. He doesn't gain this 70% chance to crit. He doesn't like gain it after his super attacks. It's activated once he activates the 18 key, if you will. So he can crit while performing this 18 key. So yeah. Then we hop over to his passive skill. Again, let me explain the way I designed this guy, and then I think everything will make sense at the end of the day. So activates entrance animation once only, and recovers 11% HP at the start of each turn. Defense plus 188%, and guards all attacks for 3 turns from first appearance. So for 3 turns and 3 turns only, he will be guarding with 188% to his defense. So the first 3 turns, he is going to be almost untouchable. He gets 1 key up to 6 and attack plus 11% up to 66% with each attack received. So similar to the AGO cooler. He gets the AGO metal cooler, the one, the Dokkanfest one. He gets attack plus 66% when performing a super attack, and then an additional 66% attack when performing an ultra super attack, an 18 key super, if you will. Now, this is 2 separate instances of 66% attack on super. So if you perform an 18 key, you are activating both of them. They are stacking on top of each other. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but when you factor both of that into his LR stats and the 66% attack here, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. But let's continue. Attack plus 66% and nullifies melee super attacks for the rest of battle after receiving an attack. This is meant to try and show you or try to emulate what this cooler did during the movie. So I actually forgot the exact words I haven't watched this movie in a very, very long time, but if I remember correctly, during this movie, Cooler took an attack from Goku or Vegeta and it damaged him, and then Cooler fixed himself, and then he said something like, or he mentioned how he couldn't take an attack or he couldn't get damage in the same way again because he just got smarter, right? So technically, this is what I wanted to do. Once he gets super attacked once, he can no longer get super attack from melee super attacks for the rest of battle, and he gets 66% attack permanently added to him. If he gets super attacked again and he ends up getting another 66% attack and nullifying Ki Blast super attack. So all he needs to do is get hit 2 times with a super attack, and he gets an extra 132% attack permanently added to him, and he's going to be nullifying both types of super attack. And yes, Yes, that sounds very, very OP. He cannot get touched, but there is a weakness to this character. I'm going to show you guys in just a second. Reduces damage received by 33% starting on the 4th turn. Attacks effective against all types and foresees enemy super attacks when facing a superclass enemy or when HP is 66% or more. So this character I know already seems super OP, but I'm telling you, after 3 turns, with no guard or no defensive buff, this character, even with the damage reduction here, will be taking damage from normals. They may not take super attack damage, especially for the first 3 turns, because again, you can foresee enemy super attacks. So you have 3 turns from first appearance to try and put this character in that, you know, in the way of the super attack, because once the 3 turns are over, you will no longer have any type of defense from your kit except for the damage reduction, which means that you may be able to nullify both super attacks, but you will take damage. You will take damage from normals. And dude, my physical LR Super Saiyan 4 Rainbow Link Level 10 Gogeta took 300k off a normal from Cell Max. So this character will definitely take damage off a normal, but I feel like the 33% damage reduction on turn 4 and the HP healing per turn, as well as stacking defense, is enough defense to give this character, but all of this attack will make up for it. Dude, this attack plus this attack, 132% attack, on top of an extra 66% attack that they're building up, plus an extra or 2 separate instances of 66 on 12 and 18 key. I think this character is going to hit extremely hard. Again, they may not get hit by super attacks, but they will take damage off of normals, which is, again, I think it's a very interesting build, because what character, usually if a character is not taking damage off super attacks or not taking damage off normals, that's not necessarily the case with this cooler. He has an active skill. Recovers 33% HP and all allies key +1 and up to 3. So this last part here is stackable. Can be activated once every 3 attacks this character receives, up to 3 times. Counting stops after the 3rd hit and resets after each use. So you can use this active skill 3 times. This is a permanent key buff. So once you use this 3 times, you will have healed, or you basically have gotten this 3 times, and you'll be giving all allies 3 key permanently. But keep in mind that, again, the counting stops after the 3rd hit. So if you put this unit in the first slot and they get hit 6 times, you cannot just use this active skill 2 times the next turn, because it stopped counting after the 3rd attack. You have to use it, and then the accounting and stuff will reset after, you know, you use the active skill. But the reason why I gave him so much HP healing here is because you basically have, when you're facing a super class enemy, you're foreseeing enemy super attacks and attacks effective against all types when you're facing a super class enemy. But foreseeing enemy super attacks is super, super important to getting this character to be as strong as they possibly can. You're literally depending on 2 nullifications and 132% attack. So if you're not facing a super class enemy, you may not be able to actually foresee enemy super attacks, especially in red zone, where it's not that easy to be above 66% HP all the time. So even if you're not above 66% HP, you're walking into the turn with 11% HP healed, and then you can pop this for an extra 33%, means this guy can basically heal 44% HP during 1 turn, allowing you to try and see this if possible. I mean, if you walk into the turn with like 11% HP, with like 2% HP, you're probably not going to see this, but this is worded in a way where you can collect the key and then see where he's super attacking. It's not like this is like when attacking, right? You don't have to collect all the key spheres for everyone on rotation for this to take effect. So you will see this, you know, once you obtain or you're above a certain HP threshold, if you will. So again, you can heal with an item and then be able to see all super attacks and become super effective. So let me know what you guys think about Cooler. Again, I know his weakness is defense from the normal attacks, but after he gets hit with 2 super attacks, he literally nullifies every other super attack. So it's like, I see this Cooler as pretty freaking OP. The healing is OP. A 3 turn or a 3 use active skill that's giving permanent key and 33% HP. I think is very, very strong. Stacking defense, I think, is also very strong. And I think he's doing I think, honestly, I feel like he's going to be putting up like 9, 10, 11, 12 mil attack stats with the 66% here. This on super, then these two separate instances, plus a 70% chance to crit, plus super effective against all types. I don't really, I don't really want the smoke for this cooler. Let me know what you think. And let's move on to my next idea here, which is going to be the Int Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta for their 12, actually leader skill, joined forces or movie heroes category, 3 key and 170% to stats, plus an additional 30% to Super Saiyan allies. So the leader skill looks like this. Now, there was 3 specific units I wanted to get on this leader skill, which is why it looks like the way it looks like. I wanted the new Goku to be on the leader skill, which, again, I think makes a lot of sense. I also wanted to get this Vegeta right here on the leader skill. I think it makes a lot of sense for this Vegeta to be here. This Vegeta is like the GOAT of the entire movie. And then I also wanted to get this Gohan on a 200% leader skill, because this guy is a movie hero support. I feel like he's going to Easy 8 at some point. Same thing with this Vegeta. So potential buffs for, like, this unit is getting an Easy at some point. So is this Vegeta. So is this AGL Gogeta, honestly. Maybe even Goten and Trunks at some point. So this team has potential power that you can use in the future that will definitely in some way, shape, or form benefit this intelligence LR. And I made him Int because you can see there isn't really that much Int love from this category, besides like the Int you new Easy 8 Vegeta. So like that is the only Int LR you have. I mean, I guess there's only one physical LR too, but I feel like there's Int missing from here, so that's why I went ahead and made them Int. So that I also gave him a unit super attack, something that's, I guess kind of unique to LRs. Is there an LR with a unit super attack? I feel like there isn't. Maybe I'm wrong though. Please let me know. I feel like I am wrong, but we'll see. Anyways, the 12 key they stack attack and defense. 18 key they greatly raise defense for 1 turn. Unit super attack, they massively raise defense for 1 turn. The way this basically works is that as long as you have a Vegeta attacking you in the same turn, which again, I think makes a lot of sense, because not only is there a lot of Vegetas on this category, like, I mean, again, includes Vegeta. So this unit will work, this unit will work, this unit will work, this unit will work, this Vegeta will work, etc., etc. Again, this Vegeta is like the GOAT of the movie. So if you guys watched it, you would know. But again, if you have Vegeta attacking in the same turn, or a character whose name includes Vegeta, it doesn't matter how much key you get, you're going to be doing this. Massively raising defense, ultimate damage, and stunning. It's a very, very powerful unit super attack effect, and he does do Mega Colossal on 12 and 18 key. I'm just trying to respond to the meta that we're currently in, and maybe trying to push the bounty just a little bit. So let me know if you think it's a little too OP, but let's get to this unit's kit. So I gave him 122% to defense, 2 key, and 188% to attack when performing a super attack. So that is a very sizable buff on super. That is a lot of damage, all right? Randomly changes a certain type of key sphere, Int excluded, to Int key spheres, and attack plus 2% per key sphere obtained. So when let's say you get lucky and get like 7, 8, 9 key spheres or something like that, the damage you're getting off of per key sphere plus this on super, that it's not like, it's a lot of damage. All right. Performs an additional super attack with 2 or more key spheres obtained. You know how free and easy that is? And it's not 2 or more Int key spheres, it's just 2 or more key spheres obtained. That is super, super OP. So no matter, easily, unless you have like terrible RNG, you're going to be stacking attack and defense easily, at least once per turn. Unless you get if you purposely get the 12 key super, which I mean, if you have Vegeta on the turn, you're massively raising defense and then guaranteed stack after that. That's pretty OP if you ask me. Reduces damage received by 22% with 4 or more key spheres obtained, and then disables enemies' next action once within the turn, and high chance to evade attacks, including super attacks, with 6 or more key spheres obtained. Guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. This unit, I think, is very well-rounded. As long as they're in the first slot and they get 6 orbs, they're going to be guarding. They're going to have 22% damage reduction. They're going to have 122% attack and defense. They're going to have where is it? Yeah, high chance to dodge and a guaranteed stack. So and dude, with the 18 key, a massive defensive raise with all of that factored in, plus a guaranteed stack. I think this unit is very, very strong. I think they're a perfect mix of defense and a perfect mix of offense. I'm actually curious to see how much damage they would do. And then, of course, I gave them an active skill. It's a permanent buff, so removes all ally status effects and all allies 2 key and 22% to defense, can be activated from the start of battle. The reason why I did this is because I recently fought some red zone bosses. I recently fought the Int Omega, and turn 1, he locked me, and I didn't want to use an item to get out of it. So I feel like with this unit here, being able to remove basically a sensu effect here, and then once you use it, you're also giving permanent 2 key and 22% to all allies permanently. And this is, again, the ones on rotation. It's not like every single unit on your team. So keep that in mind as well. I feel like it's definitely a really nice buff, but you have to really try and figure out when you're going to use it, because do you use it the moment the fight starts, when an enemy locks you, or do you, like, maybe you're going to die or something, so you know you need to pop that for the extra 22 key or 22% defense. Like, this is, I think, a very powerful active skill, but there's some type of, not skill, but you need to like foresee when's the best time to use this, because you cannot use this multiple times the same way you can use Cooler's active skill multiple times. So again, let me know what you guys think. The animation, by the way, for the unit super attack is the one where Goku, I envision it where Goku gets like wrapped up by the like metal cooler thing. I forgot the name of it. If you guys know, you know what I'm talking about. And then like he's basically getting like sucked in or something. Goku's trying his best to break out of it, and then Vegeta, who was literally on the floor 2 seconds ago, launches a quick attack. I think that's where this art is from, right here. And then it breaks a part of Metal Cooler. Then Goku's able to overpower him and then send a little attack, which is what this art is from right here. And then it basically kills. That's basically, I think, how they beat Metal Cooler. So again, I might be wrong. I think that's at least what I remember from. I should have watched it before this, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think Cooler will be doing more damage because of all these separate attack buffs, and all of the attack they're getting on super attack. And then I think that Goku here is better defensively for sure, right? 100% better defensively, especially in that first slot, and has a very, very useful active skill as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I do think that we're also like, I think defensively, I wanted these units to be on par for things like red zone. It's hard for Cooler though, because Cooler's, dude, he is regenerating a lot of HP, and he is part of obviously Wicked Bloodline, and there's units there that also regenerate a lot of HP as well. So it's like you pair this unit up with other potential units, and like I feel like, you know, we're gonna, like, things are getting very, very out of hand very, very quickly. Let me see if I can pull up a quick let's do Fierce Battle here. I wanted to try and pull up AGL Cooler, Metal Cooler, and see what he actually does. I don't think he might regen HP, but he might not. I forgot what this man does, because he can get an easy A, right? Lower attack and defense. Yeah, so he recovers HP at the end of a turn as long as he was hit. He also builds up attack up to 70%. Dude, if they give this man an easy A, I guess they won't be able to link, so I guess that's fair. Could I have done something with this guy's name? Maybe I could have made him like an army unit to make you link up with this. I feel like I could have done that as well, maybe. Yeah, I guess that would have been fair for sure. I'm trying to see Metal Cooler Core. Yeah, I'm wondering, because again, like, I think this cooler is very good. I'm kind of doubtful on that choice. Again, I actually like my design for him. It's just, again, like, the normal attacks, he will be taking damage. But I feel like, honestly, the defensive stacking the HP heal and the 33% damage reduction starting from the 4th turn, literally for free, and seeing super attacks basically for free. I feel like those are very strong defensive abilities while you're literally nullifying every super attack available. So he cannot get touched after he gets touched is what I'm trying to say. So I feel like he's still really, really good. And then, yeah. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and peace.